Hello humans, I'm Yoshiller and welcome back to some more Kirby 64 in this REDUX walkthrough of mine. Parts of this walkthrough are uploaded at noon and 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time every weekday. So in this part, I should be taking on the second level of the second world, or the second planet, or whatever. Second level of Planet Rockstar. How about that? Oh yes, I still have this rock spike ability. I'm going to go ahead and toss that. There's not really a specific ability that you need in order to get all of the Crystal Shards on this level, so I will take this opportunity to show my favorite ability in the entire game. It is a combination of electricity and cutter. But there's not a cutter enemy for a little while, so I guess I'm just stuck with this electricity ability for a while. Also, be wary of this level's architecture. This level is all about psyching you out. It also has a relatively slow song, which is probably my least favorite song in the game. That isn't to say that the song is poorly composed. It's a very good song. It's just not something that I'd listen to, you know? Okay, so if you hop over here, you can dodge that little hamster thing down there. If you continue on over here, be wary of these red enemies. They will chase you whenever you're not looking at them. They'll get an evil eye. You can't inhale them. And the only way to kill them is to shoot something at them or to attack them with some sort of copy ability. Be wary of these rocks. They will try to fall on you and crush you. Okay, now then. When you go over here, you'll transition into another screen. And when I was younger, I never quite understood why they did that. I was like, why didn't it continue on? But now that I'm older, I realized that, well, that's how games have to work. The Nintendo 64 was still an early console. They had to load things in different ways, and that was the most convenient way of doing so without slowing the game down. So, I don't know if you guys followed what I just said, but right now, I'm trying to get a Crystal Shard that's hidden over here. Now, this level has very weird architecture. Go over here, the floor will drop, and you can get the first Crystal Shard of the level. Anyway, all I was saying was, the reason that you had to walk off the screen and walk onto another one was so that this part of the level could load properly. This level, or this game actually, has a lot of detail, so they can't load everything onto one screen. So in order to make things look pretty, you have to go to different screens in order to load different things. And sometimes it works, because in this instance, I just walked into another room, I got a Crystal Shard. Speaking of which, there's all sorts of collectibles hidden in this room. There's a 1-up over here. There's a little star bit over here. So now I just got 2 1-ups, and then there's a Maximato up there, but I don't really need the Maximato. Yeah, see, I'm walking into different physical rooms, so it's loading different things at the same time. Whereas outdoors, it is a little bit more awkward, because then you just walk off screen only to walk back on screen. I don't know. Oh, but here's a cutter enemy. Combining electric and cutter will allow me to get this electric lightsaber thingy. Use this and you can shock your opponents. Quite literally. There you go. This is my favorite ability in the game. You can swing it around. If you want to get rid of it, all you have to do is crouch. It's quite handy. It's an interesting ability. I don't know how practical it is, and I don't even think you need it at any point in the game in order to... No! You do! There is a point in the game where you actually do have to use this ability in order to get a Crystal Shard, but that's not so way later. Also, in case you haven't seen these things, these little stone platforms, they will crush you if you step on them, so be sure not to step on them. Just go over it. Jump your way up here to get to this staircase in order to get to the next room of this level. Actually, this next room I think takes me outside. Yeah, it's a little weird, but whatever. I've got an electric lightsaber! This is my favorite ability, it's so cool! A close second is actually fire in Cutter, where you get a fire sword, and I actually had that in the first part, and I could have used it if I wanted to here, but I figured, I haven't shown this electric lightsaber yet, so I may as well show it now. Yes! Darn it, I was hoping I can go over you. Yeah, there's just all sorts of enemies on this level. For some reason, there's an ice enemy there, there's Spike. Oh! This is a new gameplay mechanic. This is what I like to call the King Dedede segment! You see, early on in this game, all of the characters, Waddle Dee, Adeline, King Dedede, and Kirby, were all planned to be playable. There's even an unused song that can still be found on the cartridge in which there was a character select screen in which that song would have played. However, as time went on, I guess complications arose during development, and they decided to not have everybody remain as separate characters. Oh, whoops, I didn't make that. There is a Crystal Shard up there, by the way, so that's why you need to go this way. If you want to get all the Crystal Shards in this level, you have to go this way. So let me go ahead and kill you. Yeah. So King Dedede was planned to be his own playable character, but for one reason or another, they couldn't make all the characters playable, so what they did was, they made Waddle Dee help you with some platforming segments, Adeline paints healing items for you, and King Dedede has his own segments like this in which you have to go around busting through walls. King Dedede has a hammer which he can use to knock down the walls, and he can also charge it up if you hold the B button. His health points are the same as Kirby's health points, so for every time King Dedede gets hit, Kirby essentially gets hit. There are only a few segments like this in the game, and of course this is the easiest one because it's the first one, but whenever you do get to the end of a segment... Oh, I guess he doesn't do it there because that's the end of the level. And here's an enemy card. Hooray, I got it! Okay, so normally what happens is, at the end of a King Dedede segment, King Dedede picks you up and throws you off into the next room, but I guess since that was the end of the level, he didn't do that. Anyway, that about wraps up this part of my Kirby 64 Redux walkthrough, and I'd like to thank you all for watching. See you all next time in the next part. Bye-bye, humans!